Hello everybody, I wanted to show you how I do my daily makeup look for a more subtle pin-up style. Maybe you're finding red lips a bit too bold and you don't want such dark eyebrows, or you're not allowed it for work, so I wanted to show how I do my makeup with pretty vintage pink colours. Fashion wise, I don't actually like wearing pink that much, but I love it as makeup when it's in sort of subdued and dusky pinks and browny pinks, and it just reminds me of a very sort of feminine vintage look. All I've done for my hair in this tutorial is stuck it in a ponytail. I've backcombed the front because I'm growing it out, flipped it back and pinned it so I've got this little pomp at the front, and just put my scarf around it to cover all the bits that are sticking out. So here goes with the makeup. I'm beginning with some concealer that is super cheap. I picked up in Wilkinson's. It's about £2, but I've found this the best concealer I've ever used and I've stuck with it. I think it's by Essence, and I'm just dotting this under my eyes and in a sort of triangular area down to my nose and pressing it in with my fingers to try and cover up the circles under my eyes. I get such bad eye bags. I don't sleep normally at all. I'm at the point now where I'm actually under hospital treatment because my neighbour's noise over the years has deteriorated my sleep, and I wake up with like these huge bags under my eyes. I'm just doing the other side now, and if you can tell me how to get the swelling down, I will love you forever, because I just want nice smooth skin under my eyes. But the concealer at least takes the colour away and gives a bit more light and shine to that area of my face. I also like to dot it on my nose because I've got a bit of a red nose, and I just put it anywhere I've got a blemish or breakout and pat it in with my finger. I also like to put it up around my eyebrow area a little bit because I've got such pale skin you can actually see the veins through my skin, and I find that a bit gross. So I like to cover that up with concealer too. See, just here I've got little blue veins coming out my eyes. So they're gone. And for my foundation, if I can find it, I am using my trusty good old Gold Compact by Max Factor. This is the porcelain shade. I'm using the applicator that came with this compact, and I'm just starting from the centre of my face and dabbing the foundation, blending it in little dabs as I go, trying not to remove the concealer too much. I'm going to prime my eyes with this base from Makeup Academy, and I love that it comes in a little wand like a concealer, so I can just dot it on my eyes. It's slightly pigmented, so it suits a paler skin more, and again it just gets rid of the grey that's on my eyelid. I'm losing the ability to speak. I also like to put it up into my eyebrow area. I don't have much eyebrows because I shave them off quite a lot, so I can draw them different shapes, but I like to take my eyeshadow right up to my brow bone, so I just pat that in with my fingers and let it dry for a little while. While that's drying, I'm going to use my Rimmel dark brown eyebrow pencil with the little brush on the end and draw in slightly cartoonish brow for me, I guess. I like to get to the centre and then just loosely hold the pencil and let the tip of the pencil naturally go along my brow bone so it finds its own kind of arch, if that makes sense. And then I fill in the first half of each brow slightly thicker. So they're quite a pointy arch and they're quite thin compared to a natural eyebrow, but I'm not doing it very far above my brow bone. I'm sort of following the line of my face, really. Can never ever get them perfectly even, but that's just me and I've learned to live with that. I like my slightly misshaped brows, so they're quite a dainty look, not too heavy. I am using the adorable eyeshadow palette by NYX for my eyes, and I am going to start with the palest colour on the left hand side, and I'm just going to put that below the arches of my eyebrows and around where my tear duct is. Next I'm using the fourth shade along from the left, which is a sort of pale pink, and putting that all over my eye socket. Then I'm going to use the brightest pink, which is the second one from the left. I'm applying this to the outer half of my eye socket, sweeping a little bit beyond my lash line. Taking the mid-brown colour, I'm going to apply this around my upper eyelid, around my brow bone. And it looks quite harsh at first, but I'm going to blend that in. So that's framing my eye socket, and I'm going to wing that out to almost where my eyebrow ends. I'm really hoping that this is sounding okay. Something's going a little bit funny with my microphone. I'm using an iRig cast, which is like a little box shaped mic, and sometimes it makes my voice sound a little bit underwater. So I hope this is going okay. I'm just blending this brown into my eye here, so I don't have such a harsh line, and it softens the colour out a little bit as well. And then I'm taking it just slightly under my eye, about halfway across to where my pupil is. Just using my fingertips here just to further blend in the colour and remove any that's a little bit too close to my eyebrow. I like to use my fingers quite a lot applying my makeup so that I can feel the shape of my face easier. Returning to that first pale colour I used under my eyebrows, I am going to put a little bit onto the centre of my eyelids just to make them pop out a little bit more and give a little bit of light hitting the centre of my eye. Returning to the pale pink that I used over my whole socket, I'm just going to use this to blend in over the brown to soften the colour up even further and connect it more with the colour on my eyelid. As an eyeliner, I'm going to use the darkest brown shade at the end of the palette and put this just along the outer half of my top lid to create a little flick of darker brown on each side. Mascara, I am using a clear mascara by Collection, and I'm just going to put one coat on to give my eyes a bit more of an open look without a very dark colour like dark brown or black mascara. I want to keep my lashes looking quite natural with this look. I'm trying out a new blusher for this look. It is the Gosh's Giant Blush in the brightest pink colour, and I am slightly afraid because it is very pink. I'm going to use this with a brush so that the pigment isn't so strong. And it twists up like a giant lipstick. As you can see, it's really pink, and I'm a bit worried because I've got such pale skin. But instead of applying it straight to my face, I'm just going to swirl my blusher brush around it to pick up some of the pigment and stipple that into little circles, starting on the apples of my cheeks and working my way outwards towards my temple. And if you do it this way with a brush, then you can gradually build up the colour, which is a lot easier to create the look you want rather than trying to remove it because you suddenly have a massively pink face like a clown. So I'm quite pleased with this technique, and for a cream blush I actually really like this. I usually use a powder blush because I like it to be very subtle, but I think it's quite a sweet colour really, and it feels really nice on my face. Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick by NYX is my new favourite go-to lip gloss of choice. It has a really nice spongy applicator which is easy to apply, and I'm using this in Sandstorm, which is a sort of coppery pink colour, so it's quite subtle but at the same time still defines the shape of my lips without a bold red statement that I normally wear when I'm doing pin-up makeup. And I think it works really well with the browns and pink tones of my eyes. There is my vintage daytime pretty pink look. I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe below, and you can find links to all my products in the description. Please like and comment on what you thought about this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!